Hey guys, good morning. It's Tony. So I really want to talk about the SPX 500 really quick, the SPY, and why I am not necessarily bullish yet, but I am starting to turn bullish. If you guys know from yesterday's video, I did expect a run to and a push to the upside, um, and I was bullish yesterday. We did drop a little bit at open 392 down to 390, and then we popped at the end of the day and kept pushing to the upside. So that part wasn't really surprised that we actually ended up going up. I ended up longing the market, made a nice chunk of change. But as of right now, we did break that minor trend, right? So you did break minor trend right here. I think for the most part, you might see one more drop. I think you might actually see one more drop to the low end, possibly today. You might see something like this, and then like a push back to that 401 401 level or so, right? But for the most part, I think it's if this daily actually closes, bullish, which is essentially where we are right now, stochastic at lows, and then you have that red bubble being created. I will more than likely be switching to longs for about, I don't know, about a month out, just in case. And I do think that we have a really strong chance of running back to 407, possibly, maybe if we break trend, then possibly going back to like 414, 415, 412, and then coming back to the low end, right? So I do think that if this trend breaks, right? If this trend breaks, I do think we're probably going to keep going to this order block at 414, come back and like retest or something. Either we can retest like, I don't know, like 401, and then push up something like that. Then do something like this, I think. I don't know, something like that. But again, that's only with the consideration of us closing this bullish day, right? It's worked out, way too well recently, so there's no reason for me to be bearish at that point. So as of right now, we are looking like we might actually drop to the low end. You are trading sideways on this bear cycle, which is extremely bullish. So I would not be surprised if today you actually see a push back to 401. Again, I would only expect to push down back to 391 if you actually have this 4-hour or the 3-hour close bearish, which it seems like it's extremely likely today, right? And I am short short term to the low end. So I do think we have a really strong, my stops are like up here like at 398 or so. If we break this 398-ish level, I think we're going to push all the way up to 401. So I do think as of right now, you have a really good chance of just pushing all the way up. But but as of right now, I am more than likely thinking that we drop to the bear side, especially because the dollar is a really good indicator of where everything is going. You're actually going to be closing a bullish trigger on. Why does it show up like that? Do I not have? I thought I had a. Oh, trend's way down there. That's why. Yeah, so I have trend, right? It's way above trend right now. You already broke highs right here at 109. 1099, which is absolutely ridiculous. So, I mean, I have to assume that we're going to keep running up just because you recently broke highs. So, we're going to be closing bullish in 3 minutes. I do think this is going to pump probably higher. It's probably going to run higher back to probably these highs of 109973. You can actually add a Darvis box because I'm assuming that this might actually be beginning of our high and our general low right here. So if you were gonna, this is essentially telling you that you're bouncing off the 50 MA. You have, pretty sure this is divergent on the hour, right? So you go right here. This is, I'll tell you guys how this is like set up right now, right? Ooh, you actually did break to the low end. Ooh. So technically you did break to the low end and you would be retesting this. So this might actually drop back down to here to like 109.089, but you are going to be closing a bullish trigger. We'll see how this happens. I do think that as of right, oh look, we are on the 15-minute. That actually makes sense. So it looks like we might actually push up. If this is actually a real trend that we can use, it does look like we're going to be pushing down from here. So that's kind of insane. I don't know. I'm not going to trust that too much right now because I do like the hour right now. You do have like, really good divergence there. The last time you were here and you created a perfect entry was back here on August 31st, right? And you have extremely good, market structure right there, right? So you have all this market structure from like right here essentially, right? All this market structure. So I would not be surprised to actually see that push up, because you're essentially retesting this level and this level. And I don't think using trend right now would be, you know, extremely smart and to you know, do it by then. So yeah, I think so far I'm still bullish on the dollar. I mean, you're way above trend at like 106, and I really doubt that we drop. You do have, technically you do have divergence, since you're not on a perfect trend, but you're bouncing off the 50 MA on the hour, right? You already hit lows on the stochastic, and the lows before were actually way down here at 108.5. So you're gonna close that bull entry, right? So essentially, I might expect a run like this to the upside. So in the next, I don't know, let's see how long this actually took. So from here all the way up to, it's like about 10 hours. So I can probably expect a similar move like that. 10 hours, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, something like that. So 0.539. There you go. So I can probably expect something like that in the next like 10 hours or so. So 10 hours, we're at 5. So like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I can probably expect us to do something like this. So by 3 o'clock generally today, or 1 o'clock actually. Yeah, 10 plus 5, 12, 1, 2, 3. You know, this definitely, really, by 13? This means that by 1 p.m. Oh, okay, so I guess by 1 p.m. or, you know, actually like market close, stock market close today, you might actually see this push up all the way. But again, you are on trend though. I can definitely see a trend happening here, right? Look at that. I can see a trend happening here on the hourly, right? It is following trend here, so something like, so it is following some sort of a trend. So if he does come up here, retest, and then come down here, then I definitely say I'm bearish to like, you know, 108, and then everything's going to run to the upside. But you just closed that hour bullish on the dollar. So I do think that because you're on this lower end of the dollar risk box, I do think that you'll probably push up to here by 1 o'clock p.m. I think. And I think essentially the market's going to be short. So I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. You know, DXY up, probably more than likely, and then SPX 500. You can probably see like a small move to the, yeah, there you go. And it wants to run up. See, SPY actually wants to run up. You actually closed above. It wants to push up. It really, really does. So I think I might actually get stopped. This actually looks like it's going to be pushing to the upside sometime soon, but we'll see what happens. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.